Welcome back to Afternoon Live. While all plants need water to live, improper watering could actually do more harm than good. Here to share how to properly hydrate your plants, we welcome back the co-author of How to Plant a Room and Grow a Happy Home. It's our friend Erin Harding.
Hello.
Great to see you.
Hi, Hannah. Thanks for having me.
Look how beautiful these plants are.
Well,
they look happy.
Yes, some of them look happy.
Yes.
We're going to talk about these ones in a minute.
Perfect.
So, well, one of the most essential aspects of plant care is watering.
Yes.
So we have others like light and things like that, but water is really, really important. It's what we can control inside. So unfortunately, a lot of people make some pretty common mistakes when it comes to watering. So either overwatering or underwatering. So I'm going to teach you today how to do it the right way.
Okay, let's talk.
Yes. So the first thing is just really understanding your plants.
Right.
So when you bring a plant home, I recommend just doing a little search. So, okay, I have this Hoya, general care tips, or a Monstera, general care tips. Once you know that, then you can kind of get to know your plant. So what I always like to say is when you bring it home, give it a good feel. You can tell, like, these are really like firm, right? And this is really well watered right now. So this is what we want them to feel like. But we want to get to know our plants when we bring them home. So this one as well, even though it's a different type of plant, right? We know what it feels like. So the first thing we want to do is just make sure that we're set up and ready to go for watering. So I always say it's important to have pots that have a drainage hole, which means we're going to want a drip tray too. My favorite thing is going to like a thrift store or something like that, or just grabbing bowls from around the house. Like, how cute is it to just stack up bowls inside plants?
That's so fun.
Yes. So it's way cuter than the plastic drip trays.
For sure.
So I recommend doing that. The first thing we want to do is feel the soil. And there's a lot of different determining factors. So one, how big is your pot? How big is your plant? The bigger the pot, the more potting mix it has, so the more moisture is retained for longer. And then also on top of that, if you have like a clay pot, the clay pot is going to pull moisture out. And other like plastic and other sort of glazed pots don't do that as much. So we want to just kind of keep an eye on all of that.
I wouldn't even think of that. The container matters too.
It does. All of it matters. So now we're gonna take this because these are a little bit sad right now. So we know that these look good. They're beautiful. These ones are starting to kind of droop a little bit. They're starting to curl under a little bit. And you'll see like this one, it's starting to curl under. This is a really good indication that it's time to water. But if you have a big pot or you can't quite get your finger down there to see whether there's moisture left, you can use a moisture meter.
That's cool.
So I recommend doing this for bigger pots. Like you can't stick your hand way down there.
I mean, you could if you really wanted to.
I mean, if you really wanted to,
like
my kids have done that, but I recommend not doing that. So you can just stick it right in here like this. And then what this is telling us right now is that it's really dry, which is very clear by the curling. And then the same thing here, when we stick it in, super dry. Okay, but if we stick it in this one here.
Oh, look at that. Will you turn it so the camera can see? That's so cool that it's instantaneous.
That tells us that it is moist.
Cool.
So we don't want it to be wet. We want to keep it between like dry and moist. Okay? So the first thing we'll do is just make sure we have the drip tray. Now, when we are watering, we want to give it a really slow but even water. So we're going to kind of go around and we're going to water it all over the top and then we're just going to leave it for a sec. So once it starts to drip out the bottom, then we give it one more water. And we'll pretend it's starting to drip out. Okay. We'll give it one more water around here. And then this one too. And then it will start to drip out. Now, we see it dripping out right now, so it's time. And once we have the drip tray full of water, we want to dump that. And then, so there's no excess water. because overwatering can cause lots of things. We can get like gnats, and we can get all sorts of things and disease, and we don't want that to happen.
Want that.
Alternatively, you could actually take all of your plants and put them in the shower if you have big plants. I recommend doing that because you're watering and then you're also really getting the leaves clean as well.
What a great idea.
Yes.
You always bring us the best stuff.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Great to see you. Okay, the book again is How to Plant a Room and Grow a Happy Home. We'll have more information and more about Erin on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.